Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, as always, a summary of the most recent live streams here, and I do have quite lots to get through to, so without further ado, we are gonna get started. So initially we do have effectively a summary of what is happening right now in the Fantastic Four saga, and there was the giveaways, obviously, that I never win, but that is fine. So we have the Saga overview with the Rebirth event details revealed, but we do not have Act 8 Crucible details, aside from the fact that it is going to launch on 13th of August. But effectively, here's a quick summary screen. So the next Fantastic Four Saga buff is going to be Invisible Woman, effectively mini ability where dodging will grant you untouchable passive, and the more you use it, the more and harder you will crit. It is also going to play a role in one of the Battlegrounds upcoming seasons, so we probably get used to it, but in general it doesn't really matter much. They discussed the new game modes, and effectively there was a pseudo-apology about the battle in the contest, where they were talking in length about how they do miss and they can't bat 100, and they do hear our feedback and whatnot. It was a quite lengthy segment, but it is quite clear that Doom cycle has not gone down well with the majority of the players. Also, Valiant Event Quest version 4. Now, it is important to mind that there will be more updates coming to the Valiant Event Quest, and this effectively was already pre-made, so version 5 is going to be different, or, you know, when it's the scaling one is going to start. But as for right now, the next upcoming Valiant EQ will feature exactly the same format as the previous one, except that there will be 2 fights per each kind of subsection, so it's going to be effectively significantly shorter, more in line to how it initially was. So less fights in Valiant EQ is definitely a good thing in my opinion, so at least that is something they did manage to cram in. And again, more changes coming to the final version after that. And Adaptive Difficulty Event Quest, this is going to be launching in September, and this is going to be effectively mirrored closely to version 1 of Valiant EQ, but the rewards will scale on the top 30 champion prestige. So there will be 2 difficulties, traditional and elder difficulty. The gauntlet format is going to be the elder difficulty one, and both will be scaling on our progression in the game, so our progression level as well as our top 30 champion prestige, but more on that in the upcoming stream. Just so you guys know, that is going to be starting in September. So November 8th to 9th obviously is the Summer's Fest, as we know that, and the Battleground Brawl. Addition and connected to that, as Fintech was the previous Battleground Brawl winner, and here is the most stupid idea again, to let Fintech to design any content, because I bet he's gonna have us fight stupid Human Torch with like a Mojo and Tiger or something like that. But anyways, and like, hopefully it's good. But take on Fintech's Path to Victory. So it's going to be 1 quest, 4 paths, solo objectives to use Fintech's champions from the Brawl, and rewards geared towards the SF Realm event. So there will be a Realm event. But there we go. It's going to be a Fintech quest. I think this is leaving a significant portion of the community in PTSD and fear from what's to come. But fine. Let's watch it, see what happens. So then they talked quite lengthy about the new sets of relics that are coming. So basically, as we already know, released in batches, strikers remain. These will be focusing on primary and secondary stat elements, as in like attack, crit rate, crit damage, block penetration, and stuff like that. They will work on defense as well, aside from strikers. And they are coming in new form shards. So again, they did something that everybody wanted in like the stupidest way possible. Number 1, they made these relics viable in defense. That means Serpent is going to get even more block proficiency, for instance, which is something that nobody asked for. But fine. And additionally, it is coming in new form of shards, so that's just stupid. But whatever. Statcast will be available 5 to 7 star levels, so existing alloys rank up gems will work. And there you go, launching on August the 8th, so exactly in 1 week from now. We're going to start with 60 unique StatCast relics per rarity. So that is set. Additionally, they talk about the goals there, so designed to alleviate players' need for more relics, which is true. We do need more relics if Kabam's insistent on, you know, including them in nodes and so on and so forth. Also remove complexity of interactions, fair enough, focus on stat instead of abilities. Doing this allows us for more relics faster. Strikers have become core part of MCOC experience. That is true. Strikers is the best part of the relics. We need to provide players with enough relics to support this. So there you go. Currently, new story content will feature StatCast relics and shards. Existing story content will remain what it is now. StatCast shards in Valiant EQ rewards starting in September. Battlegrounds victory track will get Battlegrounds swapped out and StatCast shards swapped in for that. And currently that is scheduled for October. So here we have some gameplay of Soulwork. In damage, well, I do like some things and I don't like some things. So he's one more of the tech champions that does not crit. He ramps up significantly faster against mutants that effectively do damage to him. So neuroshocks and stuff like that. He has access to Cold Snap, which simultaneously provide him ability to shut down evade. I like that. He's, again, non-crit. Fractured Power Bar. It does make us ask questions about his damage output, but again, it still remains to be seen. He looks cool. He looks quite impressive. He could potentially be fun because he can get up to 10 energizes, at which point he, starts gaining power very, very quickly. There are some red numbers involved in that as well, but overall, I wasn't super sold on him. But again, that is just initial impression, so I do hope he ends up being a banger of a champion. So immune to bleed and poison. So that's kind of nice. Fractured Power Bar, Cold Snap on second medium attack. Doesn't crit. Strong power control, which he did. He does have the Disintegrate, and he does have power control on both his specials in one of his nodes. He kind of reminds me of Nimrod a bit. Powerful armor up passives, and potent energize. And this artwork's kind of cool though. It doesn't look much like MCOC stuff, but it is kind of cool. So Cassandra Noah. So heavy to channel and stack Daunted. Counters evades when attacked while channeling. Neuroshocks from her specials. Mark passives against skilled champions, so counters Nick Fury and Yelena perfectly. Non-contact attacks except for M1, that is primarily, I think, a defensive thing. Root from the first hit of the special. Strong region of special 1. Massive burst damage from special 3. And that is the artwork. Here, I do have recorded some of the gameplay here as well. I do not know why they did that out of order. She does have a fairly unique playstyle where you do want to be channeling your heavy attack after your parry and in general as well, and letting your opponent kind of attack into you. And then sometimes after specials, you still want to be channeling your heavy as well, because you can just, because they will be rooted for a while. And your entire goal is to more or less just get as many Daunteds and as many Neuroshocks as possible. And then launch either level 1 or level 2. So she's the type of character that is not that important which special you use, as long as you have like a ton of Neuroshocks and Daunteds on the opponent. And then you can kind of, melt them away during your special attacks, because that increases the damage that you do while you're Neuroshocks during the special attack. So there you go. So she had a fairly interesting playstyle, and she does look to be more powerful of the two champions so far. We'll see how that translates, obviously. Baron Zemo is coming to the game at 7-star. So Baron Zemo effectively arrives in the game exactly the same way that Galen did, because one of the August champions is Soulwork. They need to replace that with a champion for the next Titan Crystal, with the next champion with basically like proper release. So we're going to get 7-star Baron Zemo crystals. Baron Zemo is going to be in the next Titan Crystal, so on and so forth. So yeah, there you go. For Zemo medium stacks, he goes pew pew. That's, I think, I don't know how many Baron Zemo fans are out there. I'm sure there are some, but this is not a Galen release to me, at the very least. So either way, Baron Zemo is coming. Take it as you will, but yeah. Grandmaster's Grace obviously is still a running thing for that as well. But now let's talk about more interesting things. So balance is for Patriot, Modok, and Yondu. So for Patriot, extended heavy charge, which is absolutely needed because AI, just waited out you charging your heavy attack. Reversal, Fury duration increased. That is nice. Rapture duration shortened for quicker bursts of damage. Special 1 vulnerability duration increased. That's good. Potency also increased. Multiple vulnerabilities not tied to Rapture. Also steadfast against non-mutants at 3 debuffs. Kind of nice, but I'm still skeptical on how viable he's going to be, but maybe, who knows. But that effectively is his set of updates. On Yondu, Concussion immunity against mutants. Bleed swapped for Rupture, which is significantly better overall. Damage tuned up, 100% chance to trigger. Pilfer on prowess swapped for Invalidate, which is kind of like more current mechanic. Increased chance for both. Stifle debuff on special 1 activation. Heal block debuff duration increased, which was kind of like the last thing he needed really. And special 2 Fury more potent with lower max stack. So who knows? Maybe we're going to see Yondu being used here or there. It will be interesting to see if he's viable enough. And then we have Modok. The key update to Modok effectively is he can parry now. That's about it. So personal debuffs gain increased ability accuracy. When attacked while Force Field is active, removes all stun effects on him. Force Field starts on cooldown. When opponent activates a special, he removes their True Strike and Sense effects. And he can parry and auto blocks now. So he's going to be significantly more annoying to go up against, and effectively heavy attacks will be key to fighting him. But we all saw that coming, though. So we do have a batch 2 coming with Falcon and Deathless Vision and an unknown third champion. Solo raids test maps coming as well, which is kind of cool. I love that. So launching in August, so you can pick your role, pick your boost, pick your mission, and fight your boss. All bosses will have effectively the champion animation, but they will have different abilities. And for initial launch time, there will be also some solo objectives to complete, which is kind of nice. But I mean, I like that. I like that we can, test things out for raids freely. Then moving on, Alliance Super Weekly Super Event. Similar to Daily Super Event, removed Super Advancement and Engagement events. Units moved to Daily Quest rework. That I do not like, but okay. Unit Compensation Package incoming for August, because that is delayed to September. So for the month of August, you're not going to have to do anything, you're going to get your units for free. But in September, you're going to have to do the Daily Quest. So earn points by playing the game, both in and out of the combat. Rewards include catalysts, loyalty, artifacts, trophy tokens, battle chips, and more. So this should be significantly better rewards as well, just like Daily Super Event was an improvement on overall rewards we could gain daily from solo events too. The Daily Quest rework, starting in September, they did delay it a bit. All daily quests are out, 2 repeating standard days, resources and catalysts. Yes, lower catalysts are staying. Shifting supply runs, Monday through Saturday. Different materials, and earn 1 key per day. And then on Sunday, you use 4 keys to enter for like some sort of supercharged version of these daily quests. Will be interesting to see how they work, but apparently they have significantly better rewards, so we will be the judges of that. And the most exciting thing here is going to be the Rebirth event, beginning on August the 8th. So updated 7-hour crystals, Statcast Relics Alliance event, Act 8 Crucible, solo objective, and also a Crucible Realm event. It's going to be kind of like based on the amount of times you die. Log in calendar, Celebration Arena, a new Legend Selector pool featuring 6 champions, obviously with Vision, and 5 more buffs that we know to be Antivenenom, Night Thrasher, Obsidian, and Sabertooth, and who was the last one? And 3 Rebirth tokens for a 7-star selector. So 3 tokens, but there will be more than 3 available. And that leads me to believe we might be able to select 2 champions. Who knows? The Relic Alliance event, which is again part of the Rebirth event. Earn points by opening Statcast relics of any rarity, ranking relics, any kind of relic, completing gameplay solo objectives involving relics. And one of the final milestones gives a Rebirth token. Don't worry, there are more than 3 this year. That implies that unless you open a ton of relics, you will not get this one. So that kind of sucks, but okay. Ranked rewards for alliances who contribute the most. So, Act 8 Crucible. This is what everybody wanted to know, but they did not tell us the rewards. So all bosses from Act 8 is who we can go up against. 2 difficulties. Legendary difficulty is going to be 1 path in its entirety. Normal difficulty is going to be 4 paths. Elimination, choice, nodes between fights. So that means you're going to need 72 different champions for these though. Permanent content and 2 Rebirth tokens for finishing during the event. So that is going to be a special objective. So the Realm event, points for objectives, defeating opponents and using revives. Rebirth pool, 6 stones, gems and milestone rewards. Rebirth token in the top milestone. Complete the Crucible and Mini Crucible to reach the top. So Mini Crucible is also going to be a thing. and that is going to be a lighter version of the Act 8 Crucible for quests, 1 path each, 3-star defenders, 2-star attackers, Mysterium rewards basically. That is going to be the side quest as far as I gather. It's going to be the mini Crucible starting on August 13th. Rebirth event part 2, which is going to start on August the 20th, is going to be the 7-hour crystals that we can claim and grants 2 rewards. They are updated to be more current. Also, calendar, 14-day calendar gives the Rebirth token on the final day. So there's going to be 1 more token available. I believe that's the 5th one. Arena solo events, win fights with 1 and 2-star champions to gain points. Rebirth token and final milestone. So I think we can get 6 of these, so if you do get all of them. But okay, now we have a little bit of gameplay here from some of the updated champions. But we do have effectively also the infographics of what has been updated for them. And well, some of them looked a bit better than others. I still have my doubts on, you know, the impact on the metagame. So we'll see what happens. Will Vision, I think, is still kind of the safest bet. Antivenom did look quite decent, but you do want him to be very high sig though. And there you go. So that is Will Vision doing stuff there. And she effectively got nothing changed to her. Obsidian is going to be faster, especially in Battlegrounds and Alliance War, where he's going to start with some charges. But again, we do have the infographics for those. So this is going to be a full Realm of Legends fight. But keep in mind, this is when he's already ramped up, though. Because, yeah, that is after the ramp up. Okay, so there's a bit of Baron Zemo gameplay as 7-star rank 4 as well. But again, I think Baron Zemo coming to the game as 7-star is more of a particular person's passion project than it is a popular demand and desire in the community, but I'll leave it there. So Sabertooth, stun debuffs cannot have their duration reduced. Start with 5 Furies in the Battlegrounds. Once he's converted his max Furies per fight, combo-based Furies gain 200% duration and 50% potency. Expand special 1 Fury conversion to trigger on the first and last hit. And special 2 regens 10% of the missing health. And Sig ability now triggers when blocking a critical hit as well. So there you go. That is the Sabertooth update. Again, I just doubt on his usefulness in today's game with the mild improvements that he got. Obsidian starts with 3 persistent charges in Battlegrounds and Alliance Wars, 3 Thanos' favor buffs now provides true accuracy, 5 grants critical damage rating, increased Thanos' favor buff on hit pause duration from 1 to 2.5 seconds, removed mission 3, 95% health requirement, increased special attack 2 armor break, pause chance from 80% to 100% and duration from 2 to 5 seconds. Again, he's definitely going to be better. He's going to be able to nuke some stuff. Again, Cal, I can kind of see working. Sabertooth, not at all. Antivenom, I can see doing decently well now. Because Special 2 now saves 2 most recent debuffs. Fury is based on total debuffs. Lady Deathstrike's energy now saves 3, that's fine. Personal passives pause during specials and for 5 seconds after a striker. That's also super nice. Genetic memory debuff trigger tagged from every 10 hits on combo meter to every 10 times either champion is struck. That is kind of like going to make him easier to use as well. And new inflicts indefinite 2.5% exacerbate passive for personal debuff, max 10 stacks. And that is going to boost the potency of non-damaging debuffs by listed amount. So this might actually make him good now. So Antivenom is somebody that I'm interested in. And obviously Dr. Voodoo. So well above 1 bar of power, heavy attacks consume half a bar to apply a lower buff. And rework special 2, last hit has 3 independent 65% chance to nullify a law. And either gain a buff or inflict a debuff based on a combo. Voodoo's attacks gain 50% chance to steal 2.5% of opponent's max power, gaining 10% of the power stolen. Or Voodoo inflicts a 2% power dissolve debuff for 10 seconds, max stacks 3. So they did mess with his power control, basically. So again, Voodoo, again, I don't know how much better he has gotten, so we'll see. Night Rasher, knocking down the opponent purifies 1 debuff, increased gadget duration. Also pause during special attacks, increased critical damage rating for each unique debuff, removed scaling from signature ability, taunt application chance, now always 35% chance per debuff. Again, I just don't think it's enough. I love Night Rusher, I just don't think it's enough for him to be relevant. And Will Vision, basically, Solar Energy and Special 3 Fury is no longer subject to ability accuracy. Another bug fix with her heavy attack. That's it. So honestly, it's like Will Vision and Antivenom and Kala. I don't know, maybe we do. Definitely not Night Thrasher. I can't see him being good. Definitely not Sabertooth. Right, so updated map roadcap. So they effectively went over Alliance War, new thing that they tested, and they're evaluating the feedback. Battleground, still no meaningful update to anything. Seems like I've stopped caring at this point already. What about side quests? So side quest stuff is coming now, as we talked about that. Event quest auto scaling is in September. Daily quest rework, that is going to be next month. Mysterium update, shit you Yondu. Weekly Alliance super event coming here now. Act 6 update in progress. Okay, this is a lot of people ask for. This is something that a ton of people ask me constantly. So updates are actively in development for Act 6, still a few months away. More details to come soon. Updates to rewards and to the content itself. So there you go. So they are working on Act 6 update and still a few months away. Now, this is one significant bit of good news. Omega Days champions joining the base pool in the next Titan Crystal rollover. I know a lot of people were waiting for this, and a lot of people want to get their hands on either Quicksilver or Longshot or a Mole Man or Mega Sentinel. A few people on Corvus or Omega Red, but they are joining the base pool, which is quite awesome. And we have a little bit of Mr. Knight gameplay. Again, not the champion I voted for. But there you go. So this is his gameplay clip. Effectively, he does have access to Tranquilize, physical vulnerabilities. He has like injury passives that kind of let him ramp up, and he basically kind of supercharges his light attacks mainly, and that is how he does a lot of damage with a lot of crits. As you can see here, the lights are kind of like the most significant damage source, basically outclassing even special attacks. Specials crit for like 20k, lights crit for like 27k here at this point. Once he's fully ramped, we'll see how good he is eventually, fully though. And they announced Summoner's Choice Rework 2025. So we have 4 champions we can vote for, which is Winter Soldier, which is Black Widow, which is Ghost Rider, and Loki. It is quite obvious that either Loki or Ghost Rider is going to win. Let me know which one is your favorite. Poor Black Widow has no chance there. I'm not going to say that MCOC community is sexist, but MCOC community is sexist. Anyways, Black Widow has no chance there for sure. It's going to be Loki or the Ghost Rider. So that is effectively the final graphic here. We all know who has a chance and who don't there. And there you go. That is the entire stream, basically. And I am in a bit of a rush, so do leave me with any questions if you have any. But other than that, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all been